So in this video, we are going to do broker loading. So how to load your listing onto MLS. It doesn't matter which platform you are using, whether it's Matrix or Realm. At the end, you're ending up in the same on the same page. These two only differentiate on how you're searching. It has nothing to do on how you're uploading. Okay, so I'm going to go through Realm, but I'll show you the Matrix one too. It looks exactly the same. You end up in the same spot. So first, you're going to click on your platform. Okay. We're going to open Geo Warehouse because we're going to need it. Okay. And then in Geo Warehouse, you're going to put the address of the property you're listing. So let's say this way is what we are listing. Okay, we're going to go property report. So the only reason we are doing this is because there are certain information that we need from here, such as the legal description. We need to verify the PIN, the roll number, the lot size. That kind of information is going to be verified because some of it will automatically be uploaded. So you just want to confirm that it's all correct. Okay, it is very important for you to make sure all your information is correct because if it's not, it could be some issues when you go ahead and sell. Okay, so make sure all your information, you have it and you've verified it and you're good to go. When you're going to list the property, at this point, you should already have your RICO information guide signed. You should already have your listing agreement signed, and you should already have all your room measurements, information on the property, what are the rental items, what's included, any exclusion, etc. Okay. So how do we get there? These little dots, you click on them, then you go listing, add, edit. Okay, so we ended up here. So just to show you, if you're in Matrix, okay, and we go to add, edit in the top, again, I'm in the same spot. Okay, so it makes no difference at all. I'm just gonna close this, just going to show you difference. Step one, we're gonna put the address of the property so it can upload some of that information that I was mentioning. Okay. See here, we have the municipality, we have the community code, the address, it's a residential freehold and detached. So when you're going through the tabs, anything with a red mark, it's mandatory. If it doesn't have a red mark, it's not mandatory. Okay, so you're going to put your name as the listing agent, show up. Then you're going to put the type of listing. So we're doing it for sale. If you see here, if I click down, I've got freehold, commercial, and condo. So it's a freehold, and then you have different styles of home. Okay, so this one is attached, it's all correct. So we're going to do Rock Rose Way. Oh, it's already there. And it's in Ottawa, and then the postal code K1T0H9. Okay, so then you click on create. Now we're in all the tabs we're going to fill up. We're going to fill up most of these. The only one you probably won't touch is a waterfront rural, unless it is a waterfront property. But if it's not a waterfront or not in the rural area, this tab you won't be going into. So as you can see, we've got roll number, PIN number, and then if we go back here, okay, we're going to verify PIN number 83205. 83205, and then assessment. You make sure all the numbers are there. Then you'll go to your roll number, which is right here, and it's the same. So we are good. I mean, most of the time it will be. It's just good to verify. It's in Ottawa. It's in Blossom Park, Community 2605, 579 Rockrose Way, and then the postal code. Fronting on, so you need to know if it's fronting east, north, south, west. And this is the way the house is fronting. So I've checked, it's west. Legal description, so you're gonna go back to Geo Warehouse. Okay, legal description is on the top right here. So you click on this little rectangle, it copies it. You go back here, and then you paste it. Okay, so frontage, I've got 11.58 and 32. And so we're gonna go back here and check those measurements. Those are probably in meters, and this is in feet. So you can switch it. So 37.99, 37.99 by 104.99, 104.99 feet. Okay. So if you wanted to, if you're not sure, you can convert this into meters and then kind of see if it works together. All right, this lot irregular. This is if it had a weird shape that it wasn't a perfectly square rectangle, like a pie-shaped lot, or like a lot with different angles. Okay, lot source MPAC, lot size area 370. Again, it is most likely in square meters. If you want to switch it to square feet, you can do the math, or you can just come up here and you can see it's 3,971.88. So 3971.88. And then I can do square feet. Okay. Um, waterfront, yes or no? No. Zoning, you don't have to worry about. Direction, you know, Finley Creek, to Rose Way. All right, Mains Crossing, Finley Creek. Just gonna copy and paste this. Okay. Make sure the pin it is where the house is. If not, you grab it and you move it to the house. Okay, so make sure that's accurate. So that's the first page. Then we go to the second page. What is the list price as per your listing agreement? So we're gonna go, let's say 899, 900. HST, if you remember, if it's a residential resale, it's going to be included in because there is, sorry, not subject to HST, as there is no HST on resale homes. Taxes, this is the property tax amount. You would have got it from your sellers. It will automatically generate one. It's good to verify with what they actually have and then change this amount if need be. And then what year was this for? Was it for 24 or 25? Okay. Um, contract commencement. The assessment is over here. If you go, you don't have to put this, but this is the assessment that you can use for this, and then what year. I generally have not been putting anything. I just leave it as is. Contract commencement date. So what date do you have starting on listing agreement? Okay, so is it starting today? Is it starting tomorrow? Was it supposed to start yesterday? So you have to, if it was yesterday, you have until today to put it up. Um, and if it's for the future, then that's also fine. You can save it as a draft. So you have it signed, you click on the, let's say the 16th, and you're just going to save it as a draft until it's ready to go. Okay, so we will go with the 7th. And then the expiry date as per the listing agreement. So let's say December 31st. Possession date, when do they want to move out? If you have an exact date, you would put it here. If not, you can go to remarks and put TBD, to be determined. As you can see, then the red mark is gone. Possession type, immediate, flexible, 90 days plus this. You can put if it's to be determined, put flexible. Holdover period, what's on your listing agreement? So we'll say 30 days. And then sellers, Jane and John. Okay. This nothing here, nothing, nothing, nothing is there. Okay. So there's no red. You don't have to fill it out. You could if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So now we go to exterior. What type of home? It's a detached. Link home, yes or no? No, it's a detached. A link home is when there's two houses linked by a wall, like let's say a garage. They're very rare in Ottawa. They do exist. They almost look like singles, but they're not. They'll be linked by either the foundation from underneath the ground, or maybe like some part of the garage wall, or that's what a link home is. Okay, assignment, fractional ownership, that's none for this. So the style, it's a two-story home. If there's a view, you can put one. Exterior type, so we have brick and vinyl siding. So whichever, you can pick up to two. All right, remove this, I can click another one. We have all of these. There is also other if it's not there. Okay. Exterior features. If there's any features that you want to put in there, whether it's a sprinkler system or porch enclosed, seasonal living, there's a few options here. Okay. Foundation detail. So what kind of foundation is it? Make sure you get this one right also. You don't want to make any mistakes here. So either it's blocked, concrete, poured concrete, slab, you know, depends on what year the house was built. You're gonna pick it accordingly. So this house is a poured concrete. Okay. Roof, we got asphalt shingles. So you just pick what's matching for this house. Garage, yes. Garage type, attach. Garage parking, two. Um, and then here, drive parking spaces, we have another two. Total parking spaces, four. So this is what's in the driveway. Sorry. Okay. Water, municipal. If you're outside the core city, it's obviously going to be well. Okay. So it's important to get this right also. Pool. Do you have one? Do you not have one? Okay. Um, why is it glowing? None. There we go. Okay. Sewer, same thing. If it's within the city, sewer is connected. Okay. So you also have septic for outside the core city. There are some neighborhoods where you'll see it is a sewer also, but you got to pay attention. This is all extra information, special designation, unknown. Okay, approximate age, you can put here, 6 to 15, 2016, yeah, 6 to 15, NPAC, and then you have the square footage, and then where the square footage came from. The rest is extra, but you don't have to fill it up. Survey, oh, I'm just gonna move me over here. Survey is available, unknown, none. So if you don't have a survey, just put none. Okay. So those are all the mandatory fields that needs to be put in. Like I said, if you don't have waterfront or it's not in a rule, you don't have to worry about any of this. You skip over to interior. So how many rooms do we have? So rooms, living room, kitchen, family room, office, bathroom, as many rooms you have that are not bedrooms. So we'll say we have 7 above ground, and then the plus is below ground. And let's say we have 1 below ground. Bedrooms. How many bedrooms you got above ground? So let's say 4. And I have 1 plus. Kitchen, 1 above, and I don't have anything, so I don't have to put anything there. Washrooms. So this is where you're gonna split the washroom. So I have 1 washroom, that's a 2-piece, and it's on the main level. That's the half. There we go. I have 1 bathroom, that's a 4-piece in the basement, and I have 2 bathrooms that are 4 pieces on the second level. Okay, and then you can flip more if need be. Interior features. So you're gonna go through this. What do they have? Built-in oven, carpet-free, HRV. We got one of those. And you just go. If you have nothing, you can put none. If there's something there that you don't see, you can put other. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Family room, bonus room, yes. Basement. What is the basement? So we got full, finished. Okay. Fireplace, yes. Fireplace feature. You can add this, not necessary, but you can. Heat source, so we have gas, electric, propane, solar, wood, gas for this house. And then heat type is forced air and air conditioning, central air. Again, this one over here, make sure you got it right. Do not put central air if the unit is not there, because then you can end up in some trouble. This we leave blank. Laundry level, I usually add this. It's not mandatory, but it's good. Lower level, main level, upper level. Okay. Lease to own items. So we have the hot water tank, uh, a water heater. Okay. And that's it for this part. So now we go into rooms. So this is where you're going to add the sizes of all the rooms. So you're going to, put here main floor, room type, dining room, and then measurements are in meters. Once you have listed it, it will have meters and feet, but your measurements have to be in meters. Okay, so whatever, if you measured it in feet, divided it by 3, that's your number in meters. Okay, so for every 3 feet, it's 1 meter. So dining room, we'll say 2 by 4. The rest is not necessary. And then we go, and you're going to add all the rooms that you can. You just keep going. Family room is 5 by 5, and you can put description, but like I said, the main thing is what level it's on, the room type, and the size. Okay, which is length by width, height. You don't have to worry about. And you just keep going. Let's say second primary bedroom, 3 by 6. And you go room by room. I usually go floor by floor, so finish all the main, then finish all the second, and then finish all the lower. Okay. So once you are done that part, you're gonna go to comments, and this is where you're gonna add your description, right? You've done beautiful, single home in Finley Creek, fully updated, and you just keep going. You have 2,000 characters that you can put there. Inclusions. So here we have fridge, stove, dishwasher, hood fan, garage, door opener, blinds, light fixtures, shed, central vacuum, attachment. Okay, and you can, if there's more, you can put whatever you want, dining room, table, bedroom, whatever the case may be. Exclusion could be, let's say, light fixture in dining room. Okay, not necessarily you don't have to put anything. Rental item, a water tank, and if you had furnace, if it was, uh, okay, and AC. Those are the 3 generic ones you always see. Under contract monthly cost, so you can put if you already have it, let's say it's $24. And realtor only remarks. So this is the remarks that only other realtors will see. It will not be public. I don't know. Remove shoes. Uh, Whatever you really put showings before 7 p.m. Um, Whatever the case may be, there could be information that you want only realtors don't know about, whether it could be about the offer or anything you want just realtors to see and you don't want to make it public. This will be public. So everything you write here will show up online. Next step, other. So here we have the listing brokerage. Your name should already be there. You're going to add your phone number, and then you're going to add your email address. If there's a second agent with you, you can do the same thing here, search by name. So let's say Gordon. Let's put the brokerage first. So let's, oops. Yeah, there we go. Gordon. Oh, and you see, I'll pop out, and then I would put his information. Okay, so that's another option. You can put up to 4 agents on a listing. Okay, how much are you cooperating? So this is based on your listing agreement. So we'll go 2%. That's what you've signed. SPIS, we don't use this. It's always a no. Too much liabilities there. Distribute to internet, yes. So it goes everywhere. Distribute to DDF, yes. Display address on internet, yes. If you put no on DDF and distribute to internet, your property will basically go nowhere other than realtor.ca. So it wouldn't go. So if you have a website that's got DDF feed, which basically grabs any listings from MLS and puts them on your website, specifically when they're yours, it will not go onto your website. You would have to go manually to your website and manually re-add this listing. So it is recommended for marketing reasons. Is put yes and then yes. Permission to contact listing broker to advertise. Yes or no, that's really up to you. You can put no. If you have a broker open house that you've already planning, so this is where you're gonna put the date. Okay, so let's say on Thursday between 1 and 3 p.m. I want to do a broker open house. Showing requests, showing requirements. So lockbox is the generic one. If you want to give certain instruction, there is no lockbox. You can go list brokerage. Pick the correct one. Okay, so we'll say lockbox for this. Occupancy is which one? We'll say owner. Contact after expiry, as per your listing agreement, say yes or no. Most people will put no. If you have a website for the listing, this is where you would add it. You can put it in branded if it's a branded website, or you can put it in unbranded for an unbranded website. You can put it in any of these, doesn't really matter. If you have a link to a YouTube video, again, you can put it on any of these 4. And then you have additional picture. If these are just more URLs, links you can use, it doesn't necessarily have to be this. Like you can put a YouTube video here, a branded website here, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's for this. And then we go to photos. So you would click on upload, and then you'd find the folder, and then you would upload those pictures. So I can upload a couple. Let me see if I have any. Recent. Let's go with this. Okay, so I'm going to upload all these videos. And then here I can put some descriptions if I want to. Okay, so you can upload up to 50 pictures per listing. And then if I have any attachments, maybe floor plans, a Schedule B I want people to put up, any extra, a feature sheet I wanted to add, you would just go here, click on the files that you want. Let's say these 2, upload, and then you can put their descriptions on what they are. Okay. So once you are done all of this, you have the validate button. So you would click validate and it would look at your entire thing and see if you are missing anything. If you are missing something, so right now we're missing nothing. Let's just go to show you. I'm gonna delete this. See, now I've got an exclamation mark. So something is wrong somewhere. So then I would go here and it would be in red. So once I write, it's gone. Here is because I didn't put what these are. So let's say floor plan, floor plan. So now it's good. I have the option to submit. Before you submit a listing, you need to click on preview. Okay, so now you've got all the information in there. Everything's good to go. You click on preview, you generate. This gets downloaded and you need to get the sellers to sign off on it before you list it. Okay, this is one of the mandatory forms needed for uploading a listing. So you DocuSign this, so you download it, upload it to DocuSign, get their signature date. If there's 2 of them, they sign off. Everything is good. They're basically signing off on all the information that you've inputted. It's good for them to review it in case you've made any mistakes and remarks. They'll check everything you're doing before it hits the market. So they're okay with it. They sign off, and you're good to go. Okay. So once that's signed off, everything is ready. You're all good. You click submit, and then it will go on to MLS. So it's a fairly easy process. You just go one tab at a time. Make sure you've got all the red marks filled out. Once you're done, click on validate, make sure everything is good. Once all of that has been done, we click on preview, download the preview sheet, DocuSign it over to your clients, have them sign it, date it. Once that's done, you're ready to submit the listing. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or Leah, and we'll help you guys out. Thank you.